Hello, Mithranor tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Pools of Darkness with me, BlueAnkylo. So, last episode we finished off Moander. It was an interesting finale. I'm not going to go on about it, but yeah, I'm glad to be out of there anyway. So, once we came back to the real world, I brought back all of our weapons and everything, sort of reset to what they used to be. I moved around a little bit of equipment just to sort of average the armor class out a little bit better. I didn't want anyone with negative 13 or 14 and then one or two people with negative 17 and 18. I just feel like I prefer having it balanced, basically. Because you can't... It's really hard to limit who the enemy targets. So having one person with like negative 30 AC that just sort of gets all the enemy aggression and protects the mage is very, very difficult. There's no like draw attacks type of ability. So, I like to balance it out where possible. So all I did was move around like some helmets and stuff just so it averages out better. And I moved, so Fella used to have a +5 longsword. I'm pretty sure he's happier with the Vorpal longsword anyway. So I moved the +5 sword down to Pixel, who used to use, I think he had a scimitar +5, which is fine, but the longsword +5 is a little bit better. And then most people... I guess I could have given the +5 scimitar to Christiana. I forgot. Sorry about that, Christiana. There's really not very many +5 weapons, so it's difficult to replace them. Whoops, should not have sold it. Anyway, that's about it. Now, we did get enough experience to level up again, because, well, I'll show you the level up first. Not that these mean really anything, but some HP, a couple more spells for Christiana, that's fine. What I did was, I wanted to get a little bit of money back, because I lost all of our money in the last dimension accidentally. So I went back to Zental Keep, where you can just get the guards mad at you, and you just kill them repetitively. And it's just Zentarim fighters, like, no magic users at all, just guys that you can fireball. It's really easy to kill. And they drop enough gear that you can sell it for platinum, and you make a ton of money. So Shinga and Fella, because of their strength, are carrying most of it. We actually still have way less money than we should. We had like 1,000 gems and maybe 1,000 jewelry or something at some point. And that would have turned into a lot more platinum, but it's fine. One thing I forgot to do was, I was going to buy a bunch of Elixir of Youths for everyone. I'll do that later. I'm not too worried about it. Is there anything else I was going to cover? No, I think that was it. That was the main thing. So we're all saved up, rested, spells basically fully recharged, except for Christiana's couple of cleric spells she just learned. So let's continue our adventure. It's time to check out the ruins of Mithranor. I feel like there should be elves here or something. I think. We'll see. You come to a small glen outside the walls of Mithranor. Princess Nicatia welcomes you warmly, though wariness mars her once carefree face. Are we supposed to know this Nicatia? She was probably in Curse of the Azure Bonds because of where we are on the map, and I don't remember anyone from down here. I am at my wit's end. Like quail, flush from the break, rumors are flying wildly. Some say the Rakasa have thrown in with Bane. Some even say that Tyranthraxis, what, has returned? And there are these walking trees. Do you tell her about the Temple of Transformation? Yes, I tell her all about the Temple of Transformation, whatever it is. Oh, I guess that was the thing at the top of Marcus's tower. Yeah, that's totally, I meant to do that, yeah. Most of the evil stems from Mithranor. When I send patrols there, they do not return. I am new to the responsibilities of leadership. Will you come with us? Okay. Yay, level ups. Splendid, here, take these. They will help greatly against the Rakasas. What do we get? These are probably special bolts. Who's got, like, a bit of inventory space? Okay, I'm gonna give them to Christiana, because she's probably got the most inventory space here. I should probably still detect magic, though. There's no one was allowed to detect magic. Nicasia's spirits rise markedly as you set off for the Elven Ruins with several knights in tow. You arrive shortly and pass through the broken gate. Moss-covered rubble is strewn along the streets of Mithranor. Nicatia orders the knights to scout ahead. It has been quite some time since we ventured into Mithranor. Not since Tyrann Thraxis was put down. Yeah, I remember that, vaguely. So, what I'm thinking is... Yeah, that's right. Blessed Bolts. So these will one-shot Rakasa. So, that's cool. I don't know if we can join them. Yeah, there we go. That's better. So, because we're going to fight Rakasas in here, let's have a quick look in the manual about them. So, Rakasas, it doesn't actually tell us very much, but they like to do illusions and pretend to be nice, but they're actually cunning. Now, they're also pretty magic resistant. I think rather than the Drow's percentage to ignore magic, they're just immune to... It's like up to level 7 or 8 magic, something like that. So I don't think even Delayed Blast Fireballs will work. We'd have to use something even stronger on them. So we'll maybe test that out once we fight some. Also, the Blessed Bolts should kill them in one hit. And you probably need to use weapons of like +3 or +4 against them. I forget exactly. But we've got lots of that, so no big deal. Okay, let us explore Mithranor. What's this over here? The passage ahead appears narrow and unsteady. That sounds like a terrible idea. Let's save that for later. Maybe we can go in from the back. Rakasa stand around the bodies of several knights. They hold small spheres which glow with a blue light. We have them. The Maharaj will reward us well. They're just having some smoke. Not as well as he will for these, another says, pointing at you. Alright, so. Oh, we do have Nicatia in the team as well. That's fine. Sure, welcome to the team, Nicatia. So, Rakasa. They don't have very many HP. So, one thing we could probably just do is go chop off their heads. That did not work. Alright. I'm going to test out Delayed Blast Fireball, but I don't think it'll work. Yeah, so they're immune to that. That's kind of what I figured. Okay, they do like to cast magic, so at least we can interrupt them here. They're really not that strong in melee. I don't know what spells they have, though, so that'll be interesting. Fireball, so we should probably go resist fire, then. But with such low HP... They really don't last very long. Alright, so far, nothing to really worry about. They don't drop anything. It's really their magic immunity that makes them a pain. And it depends on what spells they have. I guess we don't really know yet. So let's, at the very least, we know that they cast Fireball. So let's make everyone take half damage from fire. We can add more spell protection as we get further in here. And, Shinga already has fire resistance, so he'll be fine. Okay, let's look around. Oh, by the way, what is Nicatia? A Thief Ranger. Ooh. That's cool. I mean, it's interesting, right? And I don't really know how good her gear is, but... -1 armor class is nothing to be proud of at this point. I really feel like that passage just takes us to the same spot, and they would have just ambushed us. Maybe that's what the knights did? They just went through that small passageway rather than the door. This was once a fine home. Now tapestries hang in tatters and rats scurry. I wonder if you could rest here if you wanted. Maybe. Okay, that's nothing. I tried to push against it. Rakasa appear around you. You should have kept to your useless vigils outside the walls. Now you will feed the rebirth of Bane's servant. Hey, we got some knights to help out. Cool. Myth Knights? That sounds a lot cooler than they probably are. Alright, so... what do we do? We try Meteor Swarm, but they're a little bit too close to us. Might have been smart to put Mind Blank on as well, I don't know. So if Delayed Blast Fireball didn't work, they're immune to at least up to level 7. I'd like to find out if they're immune to level 8 as well. I'm going to make it my point to try to interrupt the Rooks at least, because I feel like they're probably more dangerous in Magic. Oops. Good. Alright, let's see if this works. Okay, so level 8 magic will work if you've got any level 8 magic that's useful. So we're not going to be able to interrupt very many of these. Well, I'm glad we put Resist Fire on if that's what they're going to spam. I still don't know what the blue guys can do, but they're probably the most dangerous. Blue is always the strongest, right? I missed! Okay, they've got Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt, because we can't resist it, could do a little bit more damage, but it's less good at hitting the whole group. Compared to the enemies we've fought, these guys don't seem that dangerous. I mean, they've got pretty good armor class and magic resistance up to a level, but not a lot of HP, basically. Bit of experience, no loot. Let me just double check. Yeah, I didn't turn the difficulty down. If you played it on Novice, they'd have like 15 HP. That'd be kind of funny. Alright. Let's just keep exploring the perimeter here. Another single file death trap. Another single file death trap. Rakasa are clustered about an altar as Baneites instruct them in the worship of Bane. They stop as you enter, then rise to attack. Alright, so this time they're spread out a bit. We can... Alright, I've got a good idea here. We're just gonna guard the casters. Oops, I meant to hit guard. I hit delay instead. I'm gonna do Meteor Swarm. We're gonna do 2 Meteor Swarms. It's actually not even worth... No. I'm just gonna try to... Because Meteor Swarm takes a while to cast, I want to delay Blast Fireball the clerics immediately. And then I'll try to use the Fireball on all the... or sorry, the Meteor Swarm on all the Rakasa. Maybe we'll hit, like, this one. Alright, Meteor Swarm takes too long to cast. That sucks. Okay, this is not how it was supposed to go, game. So the Meteor Swarm did jack because it took too long. Well, I still think Meteor Swarm would work. I'm pretty sure we'll hit them, because if level 8 magic works, level 9 will, but if it takes so long to cast, I don't know if we're ever going to be able to pull that off. Okay, we're gonna try to interrupt somebody. That was the worst blade barrier the enemies have ever used. Alright. Still not too bad, but they managed to get off a lot of fireballs. That's kind of rude. And that's all the cleric gear we don't really need. Unless you want to sell it for money. Alright, let's do a little bit of quick healing here. Save the big heal spells for later, for emergencies. Yeah, no problem. That's good enough. You know what? I'll use one heal on Nikasia just to try to keep her alive. Alright. Good enough for now. We'll save it and continue our adventure. So what else is in this room? Dracolisks move from behind the rubble. Cool. I don't think I've ever fought these. Not that tough. I bet you they're not immune to magic, though. Not at all. Oh, the basilisks can turn you to stone. So killing them quickly is good. I don't know what the Dracolisks can do. That it? Tried looking. Got nothing. Shucks. Alright, I feel like this might be the way forward, so let's hold off a little bit on that. We'll come back to that room later. I'm just trying to get like a perimeter outside view of what we can do here. A Rakasa holds a glass sphere over the chest of a knight who is strapped to a table. He screams as a light is sucked from his body. It condenses in the globe and the knight slumps motionless. Well, that's pretty rude. Nikasia screams and throws herself at the nearest Rakasa. Other knights rally to the sound of battle. Alright, I'm gonna try this one more time. I guess you'd need Globe of Invulnerability on first so that they couldn't interrupt you. That's a different one. So we've seen the normal Rakasa, the Rooks, and now there's a Raja. I assume some kind of boss, maybe? Just delay. Just guard up here. Come on, cast that spell, me. Hurry it up! I'm not casting. There we go. Okay. At least I got the spell off. Let's see what we can do with it. It definitely does damage. Hit Shinga once. I'm sorry, Shinga. Twice. Okay, it works pretty good. It just has a really long casting time, which is kind of disappointing. Good job. Well, at least Meteor Swarm could work. Even if it's got some challenges to getting it to cast properly. We must stop this horror! The rumors about Tyranthraxis must be true. They must be using the knight's life force to recreate him. Quietly, she covers the knight's body. Is that the only reason to collect knight life force? Is to resurrect Tyranthraxis? Maybe they've got some other reason. Surely Tyranthraxis is more than dead by now. Alright. Good enough. Let's keep going. Ah, Dracolisks. Won't you ever give it up? So why did that Cone of Cold... It didn't even go this direction. It's like it cast a lightning bolt that just hit the wall and stopped. Sorry guys, I'm never gonna understand that spell. Okay, they tried to do a gaze attack. Now, a lot of people have silver shields, so the silver shields will actually reflect that gaze. And I think the Dracolisk I saw breathe acid, actually. So kind of like a black dragon. Okay, back on the wide open. So the only way into this room is through here. And of course monsters were waiting in ambush. I knew they would. Alright, we got some more Medusas. I'm sorry you can't charm them. That would be lovely. I'm still gonna use one of my delayed blast fireballs. It's not really that difficult to fight, but, you know, people getting turned to stone is rude. Alright. And it was just a trap room, that's all. Okay. I have no idea where that will even take us. Nakasia bends to one knee and examines the ground. Something heavy was dragged to the south. I've already went in that room. I don't know what she's referring to. I don't think we can hit the one Dracolisk in the top left. The one Dracolisk will be protected. Yeah, well, not that strong. Huh, well, I don't know what she was referring to. Something to the south. I guess it could be one of those side rooms. Come on, be better than the last cone. Nope. Don't ask me, guys. Doesn't make any sense. I thought that would work. It usually does, even. Bella, quit getting stoned on the job. Well, that doesn't help. Oops. Letting my guys get turned to stone. Sheesh. Alright, at least we can deal with that kind of thing these days pretty easily. Those were a lot more critical status effects when you had to go back to town to a temple to heal them. Nowadays, well, as long as you've got a few charges memorized, it's not bad. Alright, so what are we trying to do here? So that's another room that you can only get in one way, so I guess we should check it out. An elf sits at a table. She beckons to you. Nakasia steps forward. Dear friend, did not the knights warn you of the perils here? So, if you guys did read a little bit about Rakshasas, you should know that they're masters of deception. They're basically like Loki from, the Marvel comics. And real-life mythology. But, yeah, let's detect magic. You penetrate the Rakshas's illusion. He looks you over carefully. Threaten? I don't know. Maybe he'll tell us a secret. He decides it would be better to cooperate and tells you of the Maharaja's plan to reanimate Tyranthraxis. See, one of the things about them is they are supposed to be quite intelligent. Now, they're crafty and they lie a lot, and they're usually evil, but can reason with them sometimes. So there you go, it worked. So, we have lived here for a long time in quiet obscurity. Many of my brethren were unhappy, and now that Bane's shadow stretches across the realms, we thought it best to get involved and help him. How to do that? Well, by returning one of his pets to him, Tyranthraxis. The Maharaja discovered how to transfer life essence from one body to the next. So we found the remains of Tyranthraxis and began the process of reanimating him. Since your knights were conveniently close, we used their bodies. I assure you that you will lose no more. The work on Tyranthraxis is all but complete. See, they're not really doing this to, like, invade the lands. They used to just live here in obscurity, but then Bane showed up, and they're like, well, we should probably be in Bane's good books, so let's do something, and, oh, there's some elves nearby, I guess we'll just kill them. That's the best way to stay safe. Great. Alright, no one gets turned to stone. Well, they actually, I guess the Dracolisks can do the stone gaze and the acid breath. Still, not that much of a challenge. Alright, one of these days we're not going to make it through that, and I'm going to be really upset. So, let's try this one, I guess. Debris and smashed artifacts fill the room. Cool. I didn't actually find anything, though. I guess all the artifacts were already smashed. So where does this take us? Oh, nowhere. And that's where we entered, so we gotta notice somewhere around here that something large was dragged to the south. But I don't know what that could be or where it went. Maybe that was supposed to be the knight's corpse that was dragged into this room over here? I don't know. A thick layer of dust coats the floor. No one's been in here for a long time. It's gonna be a trap. No? I guess the Rakasa don't go through all the houses. Hey! Well, the only place that's really left is this northwest corner. And instead of taking one of these narrow corridors, I think I'd like to go through the normal doorways, where it might be safer. Alright, let's just save it, just in case. And let's do it. It's another narrow corridor. The bodies of several knights are sprawled on the ground. They are mere husks, drained of any semblance of life. It is like the work of vampires, only worse. I have failed the knights, they look to me as their leader, and I can only watch them fall. Nicatia falls to her knee by the bodies, shaking her head. She shows no sign of moving. Pretty sure, fella, you said you were good with the ladies, so you can comfort her. You soothe her with gentle words, and slowly she comes around. She is silent as she falls in behind you. I guess you could lose her here, then. You dislodge some rocks, take some damage. Nicatia takes a rock to the face. Still, this place is mostly empty. And then giant spiders appear. Giant spiders need to burn. We've seen too many giant spiders to not just burn them all. It is interesting to see just how much stronger the heroes are than a random soldiers that join up. No wonder the Rakasa killed them all. This is probably goes nowhere, right? Yeah. So, there's only really one way forward. A knight calls to you from the alcove with a strained voice, saying he has found treasure. I'm sure you have. Let's detect magic. I threaten you, sir. Is this the same as the last one, or something new? Yeah, so it's just the same story. So you've got like 2 chances to intimidate a Rakasa into telling you a story. Climb over? Now let's try... Sure. Good luck, Rodica. Thieves are good at climbing. Rodica Prosops secures a rope to the top of the wall and everyone makes it over safely. Good job. So it looks like those 2 narrow corridors from the main area were just into small rooms. We'll have to go back and see what's in there later. Rakasas are ranged about the room, each holding a luminous globe. At the center, one Rakasa weaves intricate patterns in the air as he intones strangely twisted words. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Slowly, the form of Tyranthraxis begins to rise from the floor as Rakasa Maharaja raises his arms and calls to Bane. Master, we offer you the return of your servant. Command us, and we shall obey. A flash ignites in Tyranthraxis' eye, as he looms above you, becoming more and more animate as the globes of light draw dimmer. What do you do? Can we seriously just dispel evil on him? Because that would be pretty hilarious. Dispel evil! The luminous globes burst and wisps of light ascend in the ether. The form of Tyranthraxis falls to the ground and disintegrates. Look, he wasn't that hard. Well, he was dangerous in Pool of Radiance. But after that, he's just been a chump. Congratulations! Is that it? So is it just Rakasa here? Quite a lot. Okay, we're gonna try melee over this side. And then... Do I have any... Oh, I don't have any, Dang it! I don't have any, meteor showers ready. Unfortunately, the range of power word kill is just not as good as I would like. You can just hit that. It worked, but, you know. Alright. Pixel. Meteors. Wow, much faster than me. That's good. So, I think we'll try to use it on these guys down here. Pretty good, pretty good. Alright, they get a couple fireballs. It's gonna do a little bit of damage, but we should be fine. Beheaded! Double beheading. Alright, we got this. No trouble. Oh, is this like Rakasa Ma? This is the boss. Okay, I know what we're gonna do to the boss. Nope. 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 Okay, here we go. Just to teach them not to mess with adventurers of our power. Pixel, speak the word. I'm disappointed in Pixel. I'm sorry, Pixel, but you're not in the good books today after that. You're gonna have to have a timeout and think about what you've done there. I told you to power word kill, and you obviously stuttered. Alright, experience. A dark, foul-smelling stain is all that remains of Tyranthraxis. A warm smile breaks out across Nikasha's face. I will commission the best minstrel to record your great deeds, and we shall remember them in song. Just omit the part about the power word kill not working on the boss. Is that it? The Rakasa are defeated? Alright, well that was not that difficult a dungeon. We got like 2 little tiny rooms to check out. And, oh, Nikasha's almost dead. Heh. Maybe we'll try to keep her alive. And Pixel, you took some damage. Why not? There you go. Alright, so right here, just to check. Maybe something would have happened if we'd come to these rooms earlier, before we defeated the Rakasa, but I don't know. Nikasha, stop getting hit by rocks. Alright, well these rooms seem to be quite pointless. I never figured out exactly what that heavy object was. Let me just have a quick look at my guide here. So, this is this one. What was supposed to be in room 11? Specters. What? What? There was a girdle of giant strength that we never got. That's really good. The bolts, I didn't even remember to use. Well, that sucks. I guess you should really go here before you finish Tyranthraxis off. What about 17? I missed that as well. Oh, you could rest. Well, that's lame. The only thing I wanted in here that was like a good upgrade. Where's number 6? I thought I searched in there. I didn't find any of that either. But I really wanted the girdle of giant strength. Well, gee whiz, that's totally unfair. Alright, let's just get out of here. No, here we go. Mithranor will be secure now, but I must thank you for more than that. You have shown me how to merit the trust these knights place in me. With my gratitude, a parting gift. Her bearing is more confident as she directs the knights to fetch something. She waves as a knight gives you a crest. A chest. Alright. We got some space here. Detect magic. Take some cool looking gear. And a little bit of money. Hey, we got some jewelry again. What do we get? Elven Chain +4 might be worth equipping. Fine Longbow +2, that's the best bow in the game so far. And another one of these crossbows, which I'll probably just end up dropping or selling. But that is a really nice bow. That's definitely the best bow in the game. Unless there's a higher enchantment level on one of these. Cool. Alright, well, we missed the Girdle of Giant Strength, which is a shame. But otherwise, the dungeon went pretty quick. Let's level up again, because why not? There you go, fella. One more level to max. Pixel, there you go. 6 level 8 and 9 spells. I believe that's as high as his spell chart will go. I'm actually just going to check. XP tables for a mage in Pools of Radiance. Oh no, I lied. Next level up, he gets some more spell charges, and then that's the final tier for him. So basically, one more level for Fella and he maxes out, and then one more level for Pixel, and he will he'll stop gaining anything but besides 1 HP. Level 20 fighter, more magic. Hey, Christiana made it to level 9 magic before the end of the game. That's cool. You might be better off with power word kill, honestly. I don't know. It's really, I don't know. Meteor Swarm's cool, but it takes so long to cast. And I still have not used monster summoning, so maybe there you go. More cleric spells. Alright. Well, we're probably gonna call that an episode. What would he run into? Oh, a bunch of this. These guys are just a joke. Bunch of Ettins, no big deal. We should probably call it an episode. Yeah, you know what? I'll tell you what. I'll just end the episode here, because fighting these Ettins is mostly just a waste of time. I will go back to Zental Keep and buy some Elixir of Youth so we can, you know, refresh everyone's age. And then I'll meet you guys on the world map somewhere slightly east of the tower, and then we can continue our adventure from there. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed. That was a pretty easy little side quest there. Dealt with Tyranthraxus for the last time. And now he's gone forever. See you later, guys.